my review for Gran Torino. Gran Torino is a terrific movie. I picked it up today on Blu-ray. When I went to go see this movie, I had no interest in seeing it. I am not a fan of Clint Eastwood. I haven't seen his stuff, so obviously I'm not going to judge. But I saw this movie because I was bored. I seen everything else. I figured, what the heck, might as well go see it, and I couldn't have been happier. This definitely gives me the interest to see his other movies now. Here's what the disc art looks like. What I like, I always like a good picture on the DVD instead of just the title. I don't know why, that's just me, but that's just what I like to see. It kind of shows that they put some effort into it, rather than just a gray disc and a title. Movie kind of follows Walt Kowalski, who, what he is, he's a retired war veteran, and he lives in his old neighborhood, which has been kind of populated with the Hmong people, and I think it's like some Chinese something or other group. And what it is, his wife dies. This is going to be spoiler free, by the way. His wife passes away right in the beginning, so it's kind of him living on his own and just kind of moving on with his life, and just him and his dog, basically. And he kind of gets wrapped up into the story of the people next door, the Hmong families that live in the neighborhood, and he sort of ends up helping the kid next door who is dealing with all these gangs that are just causing, a muck in the Hmong neighborhood. And what I really liked about the movie is the fact that his character, he tries so hard just to stay out of everything, and then he just realizes there's one moment that when he has some of the kids on his lawn, where he comes out with his shotgun and holds it right up to their face. And is that how you hold a shotgun? Am I holding two shotguns, or? And then he delivers the line. I took some notes here. Let's see. The guys are telling him, "Go back in the house, old man. Go back in the house." And he says, "I'll blow a hole in your face, and then I'll go back in the house." That is the line that I think was just awesome. His voice in the whole movie is just hilarious, if anything. Whenever he delivers these threatening lines or the racist lines, or just good old jokes from time to time. So I know there's a scene where he jokes for the Hmong people to stay away from his dog, insinuating that they're going to cook him up for dinner. So you got that. Let's see here. One thing, I think a Walt Kowalski action figure would be pretty awesome from this movie. Obviously, it just looks like old Clint Eastwood. Come equipped with a shotgun, a 6-pack of Paps, and there you have it. That would be one badass figure I'd want to put on my shelves. Let's see here. The other moments in the movie that I really liked, once again, just staying spoiler free here, is just his imaginary gun pointing. He has a scene where he teases he's got a gun in his hand, or in his jacket, pulls it out, he just has his hand, and he kind of, whoever he's threatening, he kind of goes down the line and just, picks him off just like that, just kind of, whatever, unleashing his power, and says he means business. If he had a real gun, he's not afraid to use it. Some of the stuff in the movie, like the acting of Tao. Tao's acting, I don't know if this is his first time acting or what, but it might just be the fact that, maybe he doesn't know English so much, but that was some of the stuff that's kind of funny when you're watching it. But who am I to criticize? I mean, he's probably better than I am. Obviously, he's in the movie, so. But I'm not a Hmong person, so I didn't audition. Let's see here. Couple things on the Blu-ray DVD, which I'm guessing would be on the normal one. They have they call Manning the Wheel, It's about a 20-minute feature I watched about Clint Eastwood, about approaching the story. He did not write it. The person who wrote it didn't write it with Clint in mind. And a lot of people thought that, wow, this person wants Clint to be in the movie, writing it about him. But it was just a coincidence, and Clint was enthused by the story. And it's a good, 20-minute little documentary type of thing explaining the process of making the movie and Clint's dedication in producing as well as directing as well as acting. Let's see. We got a couple things. If you're a car lover, there's like a 10-minute feature just about the Gran Torino itself, and I didn't really find this interesting because I guess I'm not into cars that much unless it's like the Batmobile or something, or the General Lee, but or the Ecto one, or the DeLorean. You can see where I'm going with this. So I really didn't find these features too interesting. It was a 10-minute one, and then there was one that was like a 3-minute one about some kind of highlighting a bunch of fancy cars from that era, a certain street that like back in the 60s that they always drove all the cars down and blah blah blah. And I don't know. Like I said, someone said, if you have cars in your blood, you're gonna love this stuff. And I decided to kind of put that to test and kind of realized why I didn't like this, because I, in fact, do not have cars in my blood. So if you'll just indulge me here, I brought a knife, and I'm going to, just going to see if I... Nope, I don't have cars in my blood. In fact, I have a Tauntaun, so it looks like Tauntauns, I prefer them in transportation-wise than cars. So I guess that kind of proved why, maybe I didn't enjoy these features. But if you are a car lover and you have cars in your blood, rather than Tauntauns, then you're going to enjoy those, like an extra 13, 14 minutes of features on the DVD. And that's pretty much wraps it up on the DVD aspect. I enjoy the movie because I think it's a masterpiece, so it's definitely in my collection right away. Am I going to go back and watch the special features? There's nothing that gets you to come back and watch them, so that was a little weak. It does have the digital copy, the version I picked up, so, I mean, do I see myself watching this on my iPhone or something if I'm bored or whatever? But I guess it's always cool just to have that, free digital copy with it. So I'm not going to argue with that. So yeah, overall, I love Gran Torino. It's going to get me to go out and see more Clint Eastwood movies. And I think I might have a couple more notes here. I think if they put a gag reel on there, they may have, I'm sure there was a bunch of footage in the movie that, let's say Clint, playing Walt, was going to deliver a line. I mean, do you honestly believe he didn't say, "Go ahead, make my day," and then be like, "Oh, whoops, that's not the line, I'm sorry." So, I mean, I think that probably happened at least 20 times. So, where's that gag reel? I mean, that's got to be floating out there. Maybe in the 25th anniversary DVD they're going to get us, and get us to give them the money again. I guess it'll get me. Let's see here. The singing at the end, I think, was by Clint, if I'm not mistaken, because it obviously sounded like him, unless it was his brother. I think his brother had some kind of involvement or composed it or something. But that's the only part of the movie I didn't like. It's not spoiler warning or anything, it's just at the end he sings about the Gran Torino, and it pretty much sounds like retired Grover. I didn't really like that too much, but it's only a little bit, then it fades into the real stuff, I guess, so